takes place in the little town of Lafayette, California. This community of 22,000 people is a normal town like many others. It has the usual collection of stores and places to eat, and its citizens are a collection of quiet, peaceful people who always stay within the white lines and always observe the posted limits. But something unusual was happening in the town's high school. This is the home of the Dons, and this is the story of the Acalanes boys basketball team of 1998-99. A team that was not even picked to win its own league. So let's go inside, where none of the normal rules applied, and there were no limits.
So yo, check this out. Kick it.
Something new. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Snitches wanna try, snitches wanna lie, the snitches wonder why, snitches wanna die. All I know is pain, all I feel is rain. How can I maintain with madness on my brain? I resort to violence, my killers move in silence like you don't know what I style is. New York killers are wild. My dog, with it. You want it? Come and get it. Took it, split it. Damn right we did it. What the F you gon' do when we run up on you? Messing with the wrong crew, don't know what we going through. I'ma have to show how easily we low. When we find out there's some more that's running with Joe. Nothing we can't handle. Break it up and dismantle. Light it up like a candle. Just cause I can't stand you. Put my on tapes like you bustin' great. Think you hold you hate. You haven't had the hate. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Yo, it's y'all people crazy? I'll bust you and be swayzy. Stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's how killers get down. Watch my killers spit round. Make you suckers kiss ground. Just for talking clown. Oh, you think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly. Whatever, dog, I'm hungry. I guess you know what that means. Come up off that green. Rob niggas on ravine. Don't make it a murder scene. Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone. Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. Home of the brave. My home is the cave. And yo, I'm a slave to my home is the grave. I'm a pull papers. It's all about the papers. Chickens caught the vapors and now they wanna rape us. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop. Oh, no, that's how rough riders roll. Man, look what you done started. Act written, you got it. Had it, shoulda shot it. Now you're dealing departed. Get at me, dog, gonna rip. But this one here, I flip. Niggas know when I kick. Gonna be some slick. What was that look for when I walked in the door? Oh, you thought you was raw? Oh, not anymore. Cause now you on the floor. Wishing you never saw me walk through that door with that 4-4. Now it's time for bed. 2 more to the head. Got the floor in. Yeah, that maggot's dead. Another unsolved mystery. It's going down in history. Niggas ain't never did to me. Bitch ass niggas can't get to me. Got to make a move. Got a point to prove. Gotta make them prove. Got them all like ooh. So to the next time you hear this dog rhyme, try to keep your mind on getting in crime. Stop, drop, shut 'em down, open up shop.
The players and coaches got together often after practice to discuss game strategy and work on new interesting offensive and defensive moves. The Dons played hard in the early going and overcame Eric's neck injury to climb to 5th in the East Bay rankings. Their first major test in league competition would come against one of their arch foes, Miramonte.
Coupled with Alhambra's loss to Acalanes, left Miramonte and Acalanes in a first-place tie. And that tie would be broken tonight as the Dons hosted the Mats. Get it? It was standing room only tonight at Acalanes as a huge crowd braved the rain to see this big game for Acalanes. It was raining threes inside the gym. Second half action, close game. It's the Dons' Eric Ramp putting it up from the arc and good. Next, it's Justin Smith giving it up, then getting it back in the corner. Nothing but net. Oh, and hit a little rim on the three. Miramonte strikes back. Justin Blackwood makes a nice dish to a cutting Ken Dorsey. Dorsey goes off the glass for two before he goes to Miami to play football next year. The Mats in their half-court offense. Randy Jew gets it to Dorsey in the low post. Dorsey with a turnaround J for two. But the Dons continue to get their points and threes. It's Smith again putting it up and sinking the tray. And Acalanes is in charge. And it's the Dons' Brett Gingrey from the NBA three-point arc. Busted. The hot shooting Dons pull away and win easily. 63-49. Acalanes, first place in the Tri-County League.
Their next major test would come against Campolindo on senior night. This was the game with the regular season league championship at stake and was played with high intensity and emotion. But in the end, it was the Dons who prevailed.
Showdowns do not get much bigger than the boys' basketball game Thursday night at Acalanes. The Dons, a perfect 11-0 in Tri-County League play, were hosting second place Campolindo, whose only league loss was to Mount Diablo in overtime 4 weeks ago. For all intents and purposes, this game would decide the regular season title. It's also our Santa Clara Truck Wreckers game of the week. Senior Jason Denny honoring his folks and some love for the coach before the game. Campo's big gun is Nick Ensweiler, the 6'6 junior, felling it up from three. But Acalanes pulls away from their scoring. 8 unanswered first quarter points. Number 3, Justin Smith for 3. Then Brett Gingrey says, I can do that too. And Acalanes had the lead for good. Aaron Fisher helped Campo get back in it. They had runs in the second and again in the third, but in the third quarter, it was showtime for the Dons. Eric Ramp, the steal, and the Ramp rip. And then, just seconds later, Matt Teichman does the same thing, the steal and a tomahawk rip. That's what I'm talking about, he says. Teichman having so much fun, he says, I'm going to take it to the rack, and he does. The Duncan Dons from Acalanes, undefeated in league, with the 63-42 win. Justin Smith had 4 3-pointers, leading the Dons with 16 points. Ramp had 15, Gingrey 10. Nick Ensweiler led all scorers with 24 for the Cougars. Acalanes now needs just 1 win in its last 2 games to clinch the Tri-County regular season title.
The Dons, who were beginning to look like the team from Oz, took their undefeated league record into the playoff championships, and it seemed inevitable that they would again face Miramonte, a.k.a. the Wicked Witch of the West.
As mayor of the Munchkin City, in the county of the land of Oz, I welcome you most regally. But we've got to verify it legally to see if she is morally, ethically, spiritually, physically, positively, absolutely, undeniably, and reliably dead.
It was a very physical game right from the start. However, the Dons got it done that night. And in the end, they once again claimed the victory and cut down the nets to end the regular season.
As coroner, I must cover. I thoroughly examined her, and she's not only merely dead, she's really most sincerely dead. Then this is a day of independence for all the Munchkins and their descendants, if any. Yes, let the joyous news be spread. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
As the Dons turned their attention next to the North Coast Section Championship, the thought of reaching the NorCal Final at Arco Arena seemed like a hazy, distant dream. Their only home game of the playoffs would be their first one against Del Norte of Crescent City. The victory would come, but it would come at a sharp price, as Brett Gingery suffered what appeared to be a season-ending injury. With the vision of Arco Arena one step closer, the Dons now took on the seemingly impossible task of defeating Pioneer of Santa Rosa in their own gym, a team with a 29-0 record.
Welcome back. You see the final, 68-51. We're with our player of the game, C.J. Defoe, who had a huge game for the Acalanes Dons tonight. Congratulations on the win. You guys have never been to the NCS championship game. It's got to feel great.
It feels great. It's a great time. I'm glad to be here, and our teammates we're happy, and we're stoked that we won, and we're going to play El Cerrito tomorrow.
You guys had to overcome a little bit of adversity with Brett Gingery out tonight, but you stepped it up in scoring tonight, and so did Roger Curtis.
Yeah, Roger Curtis came off the bench and gave us a great game, and I think all the other guys in the starting, like Eric and Matt and Justin, they stepped it up. We all knew we had to step it up and replace Brett's spot, and I think we did it real well.
With an invitation to NorCal wrapped up, the Dons took on El Cerrito in the NCS championship. And although they played hard, it was not to be their day, and the Dons settled for runner-up in NCS and a first-round NorCal opponent, Natomas of Sacramento, where it seemed as though the Dons were playing 5 against 7 for much of the game. The Dons held on to emerge one victory away from playing at Arco Arena, which they could actually now see as they left Natomas and headed for their date with Archbishop Reardon, the only team that stood between them and the NorCal finals. Reardon jumped off to an 8-0 lead until the coach called timeout and decided to give his team a gentle pep talk. This frank discussion seemed to give the Dons new enthusiasm. The Dons traveled to Sacramento for their rematch with El Cerrito in the NorCal Finals. However, fate was to deal them a cruel blow right away, with Justin going down, and although both Brett and Justin tried to return, the Dons ended up falling behind before making a final furious charge.
The CIF Northern Regional Boys Division III Championship game. Winner of this game will meet the winner of the Southern California Division III next week right here at the Arco Arena, home of the Sacramento Kings. El Cerrito Gaucho seeded number 1, Acalanes Dons the number 6 seed. So this will be an interesting matchup in Boys Division III. Here's the tip, controlled by El Cerrito. Gauchos in green and white. They're the home team on the scoreboard. And Acalanes, by virtue, and there's the ball that gets away from no score. First period just underway. Basket. .35 misses. Long one-hander, no good. Tipped ball out of bounds. And we've got a player down. Looks like an Acalanes player right next to the standard. So we have an official's time. He still appears to be down on the court. He took a fall. We missed that. Jovan Harris misses on the layup. It's fast break Dons. Wait for the traffic to clear. Dons with a 2-point lead. That was a nice move to the hole by Gooden. Acalanes working the outside. And it looks like Brett Gringery has a limp, or there's a miss on a drive. Gooden, halftime score. As both teams exit, the Gauchos with a 10-point lead, 27-17 over Acalanes, and there we see both teams, first Acalanes and now El Cerrito, exiting to the locker room. I'm Pete Ebner for Video Postcards. We'll be back for the second half. Here. Third quarter, pass from Harris down low to Gooden. Offensive player control foul call on Andrew Gooden. And here comes the replacement, Justin Smith, who hit the floor hard in the first couple of minutes, is back out on the court for Acalanes. Dons are hurting physically. It around the outside, just a little too far outside. Back up court, over and back. That's right. Teichman out in the left corner, three-point basket, has 9. Coach Chris Huber puts the basket home. 12-point lead again for El Cerrito. And a drive, nobody finally gets it in. One-hander. So we've completed 3 periods, and El Cerrito with an 8-point lead, 38-30 over the Dons of Acalanes. And Teichman scores, or I should say Gooden, with 10 points, along with Imanti Jernigan. Turkman slam dunk. E.J. Versailles, and he bangs the second one in at 3, and he hits it. And there's your 3-point basket if you look at it that way. Timeout, with the Gauchos leading the Dons 44-41. Feet above the free throw line. Harris one-hands it in. 2 seconds. 1. There will be no last second shot. And El Cerrito wins the CIF Northern Regional Boys Division III Championship.
Although the Dons could only stand and watch the El Cerrito celebration, it was a season like no other in Acalanes boys basketball history. The Dons left Arco Arena like they had come, as a team, for their final journey back home. But this was a different team than had started the journey. This team had learned what it takes to be winners in life. This was a team that stuck together, supported each other in hard times, and never stopped rooting for each other throughout it all. This was a team with a coach that dared them to reach for the clouds and set a higher standard for those that followed them. This was the 1998-1999 boys basketball team of Acalanes High School. And to the seniors that move on, thank you for the wonderful memories. And to the returning players, please do your best to beat Miramonte.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
The